Okay. Now, as hard as it may be for you folks to believe, I am not a rocket scientist, but I do think I would be able to tell you what to do to make a Godzilla game not excruciatingly bad. And apparently, the people over at Namco Bandai know none of those fucking things. We're talking today about Godzilla the game on PS4 and PS3 exclusively. And you know what? Xbox dodged a fucking bullet on this one, because this game is ass. It is ass wrapped in slightly more swampy ass. Okay? I don't understand. I don't get it. There has not been a good Godzilla game since Destroy All Monsters Melee on GameCube, but the formula is so freaking simple. How do you mess it up? It's big things destroying cities and then punching other big things. That should be a very, very straightforward and easy to manage and work with scenario. There's very little room for error, yet since that game on the GameCube, they have done nothing but fuck it up in the most trivial ways possible. Now, don't get me wrong, this new game has its bright spots, like the monsters look good, there's loads of trivia in there for diehard fans such as myself, and I'm sure plenty of others who love the Godzilla franchise, but that doesn't mean a lick of nothing if the game plays like shit. I'm gonna draw a quote from Jimquisition here on the handling of Godzilla and the other monsters. It's like a forklift truck put into a game by people who don't understand how forklift trucks work. If I'm quoting that correctly, it was something like that. But that is the essence of how it controls. I have never played a game like this where you have to steer the monster. You have to use the bumper buttons just to move your character left or right. The left analog stick just moves forward and back and then strafes left to right. The camera, the right analog stick, is exactly that. It's just the camera. Why? What purpose does that serve? And there's no means to defend yourself in combat other than some stupid thing where you roar and you get some armor frames, which are gone if your opponent's hitting you by the time you finish that animation, and because the combat is so sluggish and shit, you're not even gonna have time to counterattack. I don't understand how you mess this up. It's literally gift wrapped to you. It's like giant monsters, make a decent combat system, make it fun, make the destruction fun. The destruction's not even fun in this game. All the buildings blow up in the same exact way. They all have the same pre-rendered explosions. They all have the same goddamn rubble. Like, the rubble that's left over from the buildings is all stock. It's all the same for each building. Like, if you destroy a certain building in Tokyo, like a big-ass skyscraper, it'll have the same exact generic rubble and like Gmod textures and all that as like a building that was only 30 feet tall. It makes absolutely no sense. Not to mention, in today's day and age, where you have all this technology, all this next-gen gaming technology, when Godzilla swings his monumental, like, city block-sized tail at a building, the building should not glow white, saying that you hit it. The building should be cut in fucking half because it got hit by something that's as long as a city block. That makes physical sense. Because I don't even feel like I should have to explain this. Like, this should be common sense. Red Faction Guerrilla got this right, for Christ's sake. And that game's, like, at this point, I think, like 4 years old. How do you mess it up? It baffles me. The positives in this game don't even come close to outweighing the negatives. Everything that they should have gotten right, they somehow fucked up. There's no blocking, so if you don't have your stupid little breaker thing, which takes up your breath attack for whatever reason, they have that tied to the same meter. Idiots. Or you don't do that stupid armor frame bullshit that they programmed in that still leaves you vulnerable anyway. It doesn't even matter. There's no way to block. There's no way to defend yourself. You mean to tell me that I can't just block incoming melee attacks? They had that in the GameCube game. That's what made it good. Idiots. It actually had combat that functioned. What is so hard about this? You know what? Just give me the money and I'll make the goddamn game. I'll make the game. Because if I make the game, then it'll work. Just give me the money. Or give someone else with a clue some money to make the Godzilla game, because apparently these people and these big companies don't know how to do it. And it's kind of frightening that they don't know how to do it, because it's like, same thing with Sonic the Hedgehog. How do you fuck up Sonic the Hedgehog, but somehow they managed to do it repeatedly? But I digress. All in all, the game is shit. I tried my hardest to love it. I really did. I recorded a review before this one where I gave it a 7 out of 10 because I was still wearing my Godzilla fanboy goggles. And I'm like, it's not that bad, it's fun, if you play it offline. But no. I was playing it, I think the following morning, and I'm, like, rampaging through the same city, like, for the 9th time that I rampaged through, and, like, my tail is, like, hitting things, and, like, I hit this 20-foot tall building. Was barely up to Godzilla's fucking kneecap, and it didn't get destroyed because I didn't deplete the building's health in the game's programming. Bullshit. I'm a 200 something foot tall atomic dragon with a tail that's capable of cutting buildings in half. And you mean to tell me because I didn't hit it quite hard enough that it's completely intact, still has functioning lights and power? Bullshit. That was the moment for me. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I'm like, this is stupid. There is no other way to describe this. This is absolutely stupid. This is shit. Not even worth $60. I don't even understand where the audacity came from to charge $60 for this piece of shit. That's like wrapping up a turd in Russell Stover's and then trying to pass it off as Russell Stover's. Like, I don't get it. It's not a AAA title, but they treated it, they treat it like it was. Like, I don't get that. It doesn't have the graphics. Like, it has fucking PS2 graphics, for Christ's sake, on all the buildings and stuff. And it doesn't have the replay value, the mechanics, or anything else that makes a game worth $60, yet they're charging $60 for it. I asked my buddy, and he can confirm this if I ever get him on one of these reviews or anything. He works at the GameStop that I got it from. And they only got 6 fucking copies at that GameStop. 6! I can count that on both my hands. And that was their full inventory for the game. That's bad. And they're charging $60. But whatever. I digress. It was fun for like 20 minutes until I realized it was shit. So, all in all, if I had to score the game, 2 out of 10. Peace.